She's out angling me.
Of course.
Okay, we're rolling?
Yep.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we have a bit of a different video. We have a Q&A. Don't know what the questions are, so we've had no time to kind of preempt and answer, so whatever it is, you're gonna get it as it lies, and we're just gonna have to accept whatever comes out of our mouth. Oh, wow.
How did we meet? So we have been together for 14 years now, and
Can we bear in mind the fact that I'm only 27, so you can do the math. I was 13 years old when we got together.
And how old am I?
And you're 30.
Yes.
So do the math.
A lot of boring math later.
Do the math very quickly and then skip over that part.
She was the cougar. She cradle snatched me from a young age. She got me while she knew she could.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the rest is history.
Anyway, we met at this Performing Arts Academy because we were both really into performing.
Young thespians.
Yes, we were at the time. And that was kind of like our social life at the time. We used to attend 3 times per week. So.
Absolutely. It was everything to us at that time. Like, it was part of what was the academy, the Rotherham Teachers Student Academy, which we built most of our friendships there.
Yeah.
That was our social.
We felt like we were on the West End.
Retrospectively looking back, it was such a good period of our lives, not only from the friendship and the memories that we had, but like character building. Like, it's pretty daunting standing in front of, you know, hundreds of people on a stage as a child and kind of taking that into our adult life, having to perform, having to kind of be on the spot. But yeah, to go back to the first question, that's how we met.
Yeah.
So
Performing,
singing, acting, dancing, which we still do today, just only in the shower. So how did we get into business together? Well, I mean, wow. So we have quite a colourful history of what we did work-wise professionally. So I'll kind of start with where my kind of career kicked off. So first and foremost, I left college. I then went and got a job at a local newspaper in Nottingham. I'm from Sheffield, so it was a bit of a commute. I then worked there for a good couple of years, got lots and lots of experience, and then decided to go self-employed because the commute to Nottingham was awful, and I thought, you know what, I could probably do all right as a graphic designer on my own. I then, alongside this, was training lots. I've been training since the age of 16. I wanted to take it a step further. Did a men's physique show, dieted down, got in great shape, did the traditional thing of do one show, become a coach. I became a personal trainer, did the qualifications, became a personal trainer, went into personal training. Is this where we put in the 3 hours late?
3 hours later.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, come on, wrap it up.
And then
6 hours later.
decided I was gonna go out on a limb and open a gym. I'd pretty much filled my books. I was hour to hour as a PT.
So as you do as a
obscene.
23-year-old, you think, right, I'll just open a gym.
Yeah,
As you
and
do.
it literally was the case of that, but I suppose we'll save maybe the opening the gym for another video because that's a long one.
Yes. I was kind of involved with this business alongside doing other things. So for me, I did school, college and university. So at university I did a stage and screen performance degree. And then from that point, I kind of went around the local area teaching performing arts, teaching fitness in schools, nurseries. I could be in 6 to 10 different schools and nurseries per
everywhere.
day.
You was bringing home the bacon.
But at that time, we'd decided Josh had come to me with one of his many ideas that he comes to me with, and decided that he wanted to open a gym. So I was like, yeah, absolutely, go for it. I was really behind it. I backed it all the way.
Which, fair play, because it was kind of very naive. I'd created a so-so business plan, but with no kind of real business acumen, no real idea how I was going to make it work. I didn't really know how to market. I knew I was a great personal trainer and had a good reputation, but that was about it. Build it and they'll come, I think I thought.
I just always believed that you can literally do anything on this planet.
You trusted me, you believed in me, and that was huge for me to kind of have the go-ahead to make it work.
If you're a teacher, or if you know teachers, you've got family members who are teachers, you know how demanding it is to plan those lessons, to mark those books.
It's huge.
Time management is such a big thing for me, and I feel like I'm so good at that now because I've had to manage my time so well. And that's obviously been a massive skill that I've been able to transfer into our business together.
Huge. We're pretty much yin and yang with that, aren't we?
Yeah, but that's how we got into business together, really. We've always been in the business together, and it's just progressed as we've gone ahead, so I feel really lucky that we can do this together.
Today, Junior.
These lights are so hot.
You're going so red.
My face is
Why are you
red.
going so red?
That's a great question. What would you say about working with me, first of all?
If we're honest, let's be fair, because for most people, I think the idea of working with the partner and seeing them 24/7, 365 would be a nightmare. Our working relationship had always been so plain sailing because we're dealing with kind of opposite ends of the business.
Yeah.
We never really clashed in that respect. It would be, okay, Alice, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing it, this is how we're gonna go. I need you to, just deal with the rest, make sure that makes sense.
So what you're trying to say is like it was like we were doing separate jobs anyway, even though we are in the same business. It was like I was going to work and Josh was going to work, and then we'd speak about it at the end of the day, but we're in the same business, of course.
And same, it did make sense. Like, we would do the sales pitches together and the presentations. It'd be good cop, bad cop sort of situation. I'd sell everybody the dream, which I'm very good at doing, and we obviously deliver upon that. But then Alice would be a little bit more cutthroat, say, okay, right, you're in, we're doing this, like, let's go. Then, of course, we had a baby, which throws a huge spanner in the works.
There are any first-time mums and stuff, you know how difficult it is having a baby for the first time. Having a baby without maternity leave and all that sort of stuff, and everything.
Nobody talks about that. If you're self-employed, if you run your own business, you don't get maternity.
I couldn't step away just because I'm probably so in the know, quite controlling. I've done a lot of the stuff myself, so it's hard for me to delegate it, even though I have done, but I've always got to keep an eye on it. So then having a baby, trying to arrange the childcare, luckily we've got really supportive grandparents, but then having that mum guilt of going, oh my god, I should be spending this whole year just consumed with this baby, but we've got a business and we've got this.
Well, typically they do. Like normally mums will take a whole year just to be with, and
which
we
is
know,
amazing,
and absolutely, and we know for sure that most people do need that time.
But working together, I think the best thing for Josh and I is that because we have been together for so long and we've grown together, we know each other so well. So we don't tend to, it sounds so ridiculous, like, we don't tend to argue, but we actually don't really tend to argue often.
Obviously there's the little kind of times where we're niggling at each other, and I just want to take a pillow.
Take a pillow and...
What's my motivation? This is where I don't want to go down the generic route and say, I want 𝗕𝗓𝗓 to have the best life, I want her to have everything. I want that, for sure. You hear the whole generic, I want them to have what I never had, but I had a great upbringing, I had a fantastic life, I've got such loving parents that gave us everything we ever wanted and more. But for me now, it's about having that impact, knowing the kind of impact that we've had, even on a local level, with One Body Athletic, just a small gym in Sheffield. We've transformed hundreds, thousands of lives. If we actually did the number, we've done thousands of people. It's one of the more rewarding things ever. Seeing somebody from that starting point to where we end up is truly phenomenal. I'm at a point now where I'm like, I want more than that.
I think as well, like what me and Josh discuss a lot is, working hard now and working a lot now, so that in, let's say, 5-10 years time, we would never want to stop working ever, but so that we've got a little bit more of that freedom, and not only that kind of time freedom, but also financial freedom as well, which a lot of people do long for, of course. Knowing that we really are putting the graft in, we have done for a long time, so that in a few years time we can look back and go, that's why we were working so hard, and that's why we did that. So I liked what you said at the end then about when you've fallen short, how have you picked yourself back up?
Because it isn't all plain sailing. I think that everybody needs to know the entrepreneurial life isn't. We survived.
It's horrendous.
Our business as an in-person business, as any in-person business did, and other businesses.
Not only does the business take a hit, but we personally take a hit as well, which is awful.
Going through COVID was mental, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was absolutely crazy. For us, we'd literally just opened a brand new side of our facility. We got to the point where the business was on such an increase. We literally had to knock through I always say physically, metaphorically, knock down walls to get to where we wanted to go. All out of the profits of the business to open next door, which cost a bomb. And then boom, we were closed, and we kind of had to pivot and turn very quickly. So it isn't plain sailing. That's kind of the epitome of that.
And I always take these pitfalls or the troughs or whatever, I like to take them as experiences and lessons, and people will say that's pretty cliche, but that is literally me.
But staying positive, because otherwise in any situation there's nothing good that's going to come from that negative mindset. While if you stay in that negative mindset, you're going to stay stuck. You're bound to stay stuck. You can't move forward. If you're in a dark place and you can't see the solutions to your problems and all you focus on is the problem. And I've been there for sure. When it's just problem, I've got this problem, I've got that problem. Okay, take a step back. What is the solution to that? How are we going to move forward from this point?
Yeah.
And I definitely struggled with that for a hell of a long time until you start going, okay, it is what it is. How do we move? If I can control it, then let's make sure we're controlling it. If it's something that I can't control, then it is what it is. Like it's just, it is what it is. But yeah, positivity is massive for us, isn't it?
So for me, I wouldn't say that I've, since age 10, I've been like, yes, I always want to be in the fitness business. So at school, I was extremely sporty. I competed for South Yorkshire in the high jump. I'm only 5'5", so you can imagine how high I can jump. I did all of that sporty stuff. I did sport at A level. I've always been involved in fitness. I've always coached as well. This just kind of fell in place for me. I've always been involved in fitness.
I've always been active, let's say.
Always been active and involved in some sort of element of fitness.
I've lived and breathed it from being a kid, really. Like, I competed as a sprinter to an almost UK standard, played football, rugby, and I was very good in all of those areas, like for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't passionate enough in any of those given sports to really pursue things. I then kind of found training as a massive kind of initially probably give myself confidence to prove. I was kind of really shy, underconfident kid, if I'm honest. I was really skinny, really kind of tall. We started going out at such a young age, with you being a little bit older and the guys around you your age were older. I was like, for me to keep Alice interested, I need to become a man. Like, I need to train, I need to feel like I've got that confidence in myself, and I'm a man, not a boy. So, and it's a weird situation, but that was a big part of it for me. I just didn't feel confident. Like, we'd go be out together, I just feel like a little weed, really. When I got past a certain point, when I got to like 20, 21, I bulked up to something crazy. I think it was about 225 pounds, looked like a big giant baby. Just loads of muscle, but just loads of fat as well. It became part of who I am. It became part of my DNA, as I always say, because it's routine. Yeah. I can't not train. It's just something that I have to do.
It's the discipline and the routine.
It's the discipline and the routine. But for me now, when I look at it now, it's not just about how I look. Sure, I need to always make sure that I look a certain way as part of my business. We're a walking billboard. I need to, you're not going to trust me if I didn't look like I did. You're maybe not going to trust exactly what I say, But for me, it's so much more than that now. It is iron therapy. Like, training makes me feel good. I can now give that gift to other people, and that's huge for me. I've wanted to be involved in this all of my life. Yeah. Whether or not I actually thought that I would make a career out of it, probably not, but here we are, and I'm so grateful because I get to do something I love every day and share something that I'm so passionate about with so many people and get paid for it and have a great life. It's crazy, really.
Oh gosh. Are we going for a 3-course or are we going for just main?
Well, go 3-course. Yeah. Like, what's we know what the key starters would be. Go on, I'm not going to say it.
Calamari.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Calamari, what else?
Mules marinara.
Mules marinara, which is the mussels. Mussels. And what else do we have?
Gambas pilpil.
Gambas, which is the prawns.
Yes.
We always have the same starter, don't we?
Yeah. For me.
Oh God, there's too many cuisines though, isn't there?
There is.
Like, I like a lot of food.
Can I choose 2?
No.
Just one?
Yeah, you can only get one.
I think I'm going for this then, you might be quite shocked.
Ah.
Southern fried chicken burger. I know that's unlike me, but I think it's I just fancy it now.
At the point of filming this, we are deep in preparation for. So, but I've not got many cravings.
Southern fried chicken burger with fries and coleslaw.
That's like proper pub grub style, isn't it?
Like, I want to go to a pub and have that. Yeah, with like half.
Okay, so that's your main.
Half a beer. Go for it then. Choose 3, 2, 1.
It's a Sunday roast.
Oh my God, how boring.
It's a Sunday roast, man. Like carved beef, turkey, loads of gravy, Yorkshire pudding, stuffing, all the veggies. Oh yeah. I mean,
Tom's nodding his head.
You can't really go wrong. Loads of protein. It's really tasty.
I'm not thinking about protein when I'm having my final meal. I'm going.
All right, fine. Just from a taste, flavour, some standpoint. Forget what we do. I love it.
All right, dessert.
The dessert. Oh, it's got to be. I know it straight away. It's got to be my mum's apple crumble.
Oh yeah, that would
with custard.
Be yours.
My mum's apple crumble with custard is phenom.
And do you know what? I'm not really a dessert sort of gal, am I? I'd go for a cheese board.
What?
I probably
Why a cheese board?
Because
that's not.
If I was going like pudding, cakey sort of dessert, I'd go for a warm chocolate fudge cake with ice cream.
mine just kind of doesn't match.
It doesn't match at
the
all.
mum's crumble makes sense, and the Sunday roast makes sense.
Yeah, but not the starter.
But not the mule's marinara and the. Yeah.
You'd have to like go for like a Yorkshire pudding wrap or something for starters. Right then, guys, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed that.
If you did enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share this with anybody else who you want to introduce to us, you to us, them to us.
Yeah, and please comment as well.
That didn't make sense. And if you like this, we will do one more of these. If you have any questions you'd like to ask, please put them in the comment section and we will answer them. This has been fun. I've enjoyed this.
I've enjoyed that.
All right.
Woo, well done.